This week, I reached my 10th mile on the recess run, and we did NWEA tests. In STEAM, we are learning about rocks. We are also doing Story Mountains. We are also reading Wonder and Tiger Rising. We are also doing the recess run and NWEA testing. This week in Mr. Carter's class, we did NWEA tests. We are also reading a book called Tiger Rising. Finally, we did our Story Mountain. This week in Mr. Carter's class, we went to STEAM. In STEAM, we learned about rocks. In math class, we learned about little and big. In Wonder, we are on Summer's perspective. This week in Mr. Carter's class, we made story mountains of our stories, and we worked on slideshows. We are reading Wonder. We are in Summer's view.
In Mr. Carter's class, we are working on slideshows and reading Wonder and Tiger Rising and testing.
We are reading Wonder. My favorite part is when we get to see from what it's like as Via's perspective. This week in Mr. Carter's class, we are working on our realistic fiction stories. Mine is about a girl and a stuffy figment, and we're reading Wonder. It's awesome. This week we are reading Tiger Rising. My favorite part of Tiger Rising is when Rob dreams of Sistine riding a tiger. Also, we are reading Wonder. Augie is my favorite character. Also, in Wonder, we are on Summer's point of view. This week in Mr. Carter's class, we have been reading Tiger Rising. My favorite part so far is when Rob meets Sistine. Have a great rest of your day.
In STEAM, we are learning about different types of rocks: metamorphic, igneous, and sedimentary.
This week we worked on slideshows on our Chromebooks. We got to do different fonts. We also worked on our stories. My book is about a girl who is scared of elastic bands. This week in Mr. Carter's class, we are reading Tiger Rising. Also, we are doing the recess run. This week, we've learned about different types of rocks in STEAM. We also read Story Mountains and writing, and we've been reading a book called Wonder. I really like the part when there is a Halloween party.
This week in STEAM, we learned about rocks and fossils. This week, almost half the class were in the recess run. Also, in Wonder, we are at Summer's point of view.
This week in Mr. Carter's class, we are working in STEAM. We are working on rocks and fossils. We are also working on the recess run. We are also in a great book called Wonder.
I was new here like a few weeks ago. Next time in STEAM, we have to bring our gloves. And next week, we are doing
part.
That's my time. Bye.
This week in STEAM, we're learning about rocks like metamorphic, igneous, and sedimentary. We are also doing NWEA tests. We are reading 2 books, Tiger Rising and Wonder. We are also working on parent-teacher conferences slides.